Hey, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Jerry and I am one frugal introvert. I am learning all about cash stuffing, budgeting, sinking funds, diversifying my income streams, and pretty much anything related to personal finance. So today what I'm going to be doing is a little bit of a weekly update. I'm also going to be doing some cash envelope unstuffing as well as a little bit of stuffing. I'm going to be stuffing a total of $50. I already have that money set aside here. And then I am going to track my expenses in here in my budget planner that I got from Amazon. The link will be down below in the description box as always, along with anything else that I'm using in this video. I'm going to be paying myself back as well. So I'm going to show you guys how I pay myself back. So if you are interested in seeing me do this, if you're interested in this type of content and learning with me, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are always aware of when I post new content. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll go ahead and start with this. So I am going to take out my cash envelopes. And so these are the cash envelopes that I carry around in my wallet every single day. And I stuff them pretty much every week. So groceries, I did not buy any groceries for this week. I was fortunate enough to not have to buy any groceries. So I do still have that $40 that I stuffed from last week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that money out and I am going to use that to pay myself back for some purchases that I made like online and things like that. So I'm just going to set this money aside. I'm going to put it here. And then for this week, I'm going to give myself an additional $40. So I'm going to take this 20 here, this 10, that makes 30, and then 35 and 40. So, and I am probably going to buy groceries for next week. So I'm probably going to have to use this money. So groceries are stuffed. Home, I have $10 in here right now. I did use this $10. You'll see that when I actually get to the budget planner, and you'll see where I spent that $10. So I am going to set this aside up here. And then home is going to get the remaining $10 that I had. Medicine will not get anything. Medicine still has $10 in here. I have not gotten any medicine yet, so this $10 is going to remain in this envelope. Self-care still has the $35 from last week that I stuffed. My facial appointment is next Wednesday, so I haven't used this yet. And then honestly, I probably won't even get my brows threaded because I've been maintaining them myself, just doing like some plucking here and there in between visits, and they really don't look bad at all. So I don't even know if I'm going to use this money to get my brows threaded. We'll see, but I'm just going to roll this over. I'm going to keep that in there, so I'm not going to add anything. And then miscellaneous, let's see what I have. 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Ew, look at that. That's disgusting. But yeah, I have $23 left in here. I started off with $30, so I did take $7 out of this envelope. I am actually going to just roll this over, and I'm not going to put anything else in there. That is all for my cash envelopes. Oh, and I also have this $21 that has just been riding around with me in this wallet since last month. I was supposed to pay myself back for something that I purchased last month, and I never actually deposited this money. Me and my best friend are gonna go to probably brunch tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna use this $21 to pay for my brunch. So I'm actually gonna just put it back in here, and then I'll use that tomorrow. That is all for my cash envelopes. Now let's get to the Go Girl budget planner. All right, so we're gonna go to this page. So I actually pre-filled it, and what I'm gonna do is zoom you guys in a little bit so that you can see a little bit better. I really hope that you can see this well enough, but I'll just get started. On the first, as you can see, I made a lot of transactions on the first, but that's just because I pay the majority of my bills on the first. I pay my rent as expected. It was $549.09. What I like to do is I like to go back to this first page here. And since I've already paid this, I'm actually gonna go ahead and fill in the actual column and the difference column. So that is gonna be $549.09, and the difference is gonna be 0. All right, and so also on the first, I paid my Verizon bill, which is $90. I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in as well with $90, and the difference is going to be 0. Next is CDM Health Center. I already paid the $50 for that. I'm going to fill that in as well for $50. And I hope the camera isn't shaking too badly. So my apologies if it is. And then on the first as well, I paid my credit cards. I paid $250. I am not going to be filling in the actual portion for this, because if I get any more income for this month, or if I have any like rollover or anything like that, I'm gonna add it to the credit card. So I'm gonna leave that blank for now.
Hey y'all, totally just realized that I skipped over the savings portion, but I did put $50 towards the savings, and I did also go back off camera and I updated the actual and the difference columns for the savings as well. So I just wanted to update you guys on that.
Investments. Here is where I messed up. I'm actually $75 over budget for investments. If we go back here, you'll see that I only allocated $100 for my investments. To make a long story short, last month I ended up going in and doing some like auto deposits, and I forgot that I had done that, and that's why I'm $75 over budget. So I did go in and correct that. So for the upcoming months, I'm not going to be going over budget. It is what it is. The investments I'm not too upset about, because it is going to be making me money in the long run, so I'm not too upset about it. But I am going to have to pay myself back that $75. I'm not going to invest anything else for this month. I am going to go ahead and write that $175 here, and that is a difference of negative $75. And then lastly, for the first, I went ahead and did my sinking funds for a total of $360. So for sinking funds, we're gonna write the actual, which was $360, and the difference, which is $0. All right, now on July the 2nd, I paid my property taxes, which was a lot cheaper than I thought it was gonna be. It was $45.89. And then also on the 2nd, I had to go to the auditor's office, which is downtown, so I had to pay $1 for parking. So that's gonna be a total of $46.89. I'm just gonna include that dollar in there with the property taxes. I am gonna have to pay myself back as well for this because I use my debit card. Later in the video, I'll show you guys how I do that. But I am going to, in the actual column, put $46? Yeah, $46.89. Let's see, 115.35 minus 46.89. That's a difference of $68.46. Okay. All right, and that was everything for the 2nd. The 3rd, my dad and I and his girlfriend and her daughter, we all went downtown. We had a good time. We went to the market, we walked around, we went out to eat. In the market, we went to this particular vendor, and my dad paid for pretty much everything, but we went to this particular vendor, and that vendor did not accept cash. They only accepted card. And my dad does not really carry around a debit card or a credit card like that. He usually carries around cash. So he didn't have his debit card on him. So I really wanted some pralines, and he wanted some dehydrated okra, which is delicious, by the way. So I went ahead and bought that for us. So I spent $18.26. That is coming from my miscellaneous category. I took out $30 last week in cash for miscellaneous, but I did leave this little bit of a buffer in here. So I really left $45.87 from here as like a buffer kind of in my bank account. So that $18.26 is going to be coming from that. I did not spend anything on the 4th. On the 5th, I did a lot of shopping for personal items. CVS Pharmacy, I spent $6.95. And Walgreens, I spent $8.10. And let me just say, I am really proud of myself because I've been like dabbling in couponing. And this transaction from CVS, I was supposed to pay, I think it was like almost $19. And I had enough coupons to drop my total down to $6.95. And I got back $8.13 in extra care bucks. And for Walgreens, my transaction was supposed to be $30 and I only paid $8.10. I know I got some Walgreens cash back. I think I got like $7 in cash back. So it was really like I only paid $1.10 for my product. So I'm really proud of myself. But anyway, Amazon, in my previous video, I did mention that I wanted to get the gel nail polish kit. So that's what I did. And I got those little things that you put on your fingernails when you are ready to take the nail polish off. I spent $27.22 for that. For my personal, I don't think I'm gonna have to pay myself back. Let's see. For personal, I allocated $75 and I did take out $35. So that should leave me with what, $40, right? 75 minus 35? Yeah, $40. Let me add up these 3 items here. $6.95 plus $8.10 plus $27.22, $42.27. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pay myself back. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to take it from my miscellaneous envelope. Should I round up or down? Should I take out $2 or $3? I'm gonna do 2, and I'm gonna leave that dollar in there. Now I have $10, $15, $20, $21 left in miscellaneous. Okay, that works. I'm gonna put this up here with the rest of the money. Look at this money. This is absolutely disgusting. Ugh. Okay. So that's all for that. So I did pay myself back for the personal. Home, I purchased something for the kitchen from Amazon for $9.39. This is where that extra money came in that I had, or not extra money, but the rollover money that I got out of my home cash envelope. I'm gonna use this $10 to pay myself back for that, since I used my debit card to purchase it from Amazon. All right, so that's it for the 5th. And then on the 6th, I went back to Walgreens. I spent $6.53, and that was everything for the 6th. The 7th, my internet came out, and that was $72.25. So I am gonna go ahead and track that here as well. So $72.25. and the difference for that is 0. And then also on the 7th, I went to the chiropractor and I paid $25.60. And then I did not buy anything on the 8th, but today on the 9th, in my very first video, if you remember, I had like a wooden cash tray. I did not like it. It was way too big. It was way too bulky. I did end up returning that wooden one, and I should be getting back like $25, and that's actually going to go back to my credit card. I had to return it to Kohl's, and if you are familiar with returning Amazon stuff to Kohl's, they print you out the little receipt, and then you have like a $25 off like coupon attached to it. So I was like, I don't have anything else to do, so I'm gonna go and look around and just see what I find. I found a lot of these cute little like 2-piece sets. It's 2 outfits. I'm gonna put those pictures in here right now so you can see what I bought, but they're really cute and I really like them. And I was like sending these pictures to my boyfriend and he was like, yeah, I'm all for it. I like them. I love them. And as soon as I checked out and got in my car, I instantly had buyer's remorse. Let me know in the comments below if any of you guys experience this, but I always have buyer's remorse every time I buy something. And I think it's because I don't really need it. I was sitting in the car and I was texting my boyfriend. I was like, I really feel bad about buying this stuff. And he was like, well, why? Why do you feel bad about it? And I said, well, it's because I didn't need to buy this stuff. And he said, I don't want you to feel bad about it because it's not like you're out here shopping every week and just like always buying stuff. You work hard, you deserve it. You deserve to treat yourself every now and then. So I'm gonna keep the outfits and I'm just gonna pay myself back. So to pay myself back for the clothes, I am going to take money out of my one of my digital sinking funds. If you guys saw my first video, I mentioned that I have this sinking fund called Bluehost. I am working on creating a blog called One Frugal Introvert, and it isn't live yet. I haven't launched it, but Bluehost is the site that hosts my blog. I purchased this back in like October, November of last year, and I paid $282. So I'm thinking that I needed to pay $282 every year. So when I got my stimulus check earlier this year, I was like, let me go ahead and put this $282, put that away so that I can have it whenever October, November comes around. I went back and noticed that I actually paid that 3 years in advance. So I'm not gonna need any of this money anytime soon. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the $89.88 out of here, and I'm gonna use that to pay myself back. That's still gonna leave me with $192.12. I'm gonna go to the property tax. So for property taxes, to pay myself back, I also have a digital sinking fund called property taxes, which is right here. And I have $190 in there. So I'm gonna take out the $46.89 that I spent for my property taxes, which will leave me with a total of $143.11. So remember I had this $40, let's put this away. Remember I had this $40 from my groceries that I did not spend? I'm gonna be using that $40 to pay myself back for the investments. So that leaves me with a total of $35 that I still need to pay myself back. I'm just gonna take that remaining $35 out of this envelope and use that to pay myself back as well. But that will leave me with $108.11 left in that property taxes envelope, which is still a lot of money that's left. But if my vehicle taxes are gonna continue to be this low and be like $45, I'm still gonna have enough to cover those vehicle taxes from next year. So I'll just keep that $108 in here. If I really need to dip into it, then I will, but I'm gonna keep that in there for now. That is pretty much it. I I hope this video wasn't all over the place. I didn't really have like a plan set in place as to how I was gonna go about explaining how I do this. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys kind of learned something from it. But if you guys like this video, and if you like any of my other videos, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And once again, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are always aware of when I post new content. So until next time, peace.